Well, we're super excited because we went to Lake Havasu, somewhere where she wanted to go a lot.
I did.
A lot. But you know, we wanted to do this little pre-intro to tell you about something that happened during the content making of this video that you're going to see shortly. It's called a sunspot on a lens of the GoPro. Yep, and guess where it shows up at?
In the middle of his face.
Middle of my face. But we had such great content, we said, nah, we're gonna leave it there.
We're gonna leave in the bloopers.
And just a word to the wise, you might want to pre-check what you're going to record, especially if you're doing content for 10, 15, 20 minutes, because we had no idea that happened. Well, let's move on. And you're going to want to stay to the end, because we found a really awesome boondocking site in Lake Havasu.
It was good. Hey everyone, we are in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, and behind us is the London Bridge. That's the famous bridge that Lake Havasu is known for, and we've just been having a great time. But tell us the story about the bridge.
A gentleman by the name of McCulloch. He was born in 1911, and he came into Arizona, over to Kingman, Arizona, and purchased 26 square miles out here where this whole area is, this bridge is and whatnot.
Yeah, this is a really good real estate story.
Yeah, and he bought it in 1963, and he paid literally $75 per acre. That's like unbelievable, right? But anyway, the interesting thing is that here's another one of these stories that when I was little, my dad had a McCulloch chainsaw. Well, that's what this dude did. He made these small chainsaws.
He was the owner. He was the owner and originator, founder of McCulloch chainsaws. Yeah.
And so when he moved here, he, had actually started up his business here. He had 3 buildings or 3, large buildings where they would make the McCulloch chainsaws, and he had about 400 employees. But he was trying to figure out, how can I grow this city? How can I make this city maybe a place for people to come visit?
And
so
he needed more employees.
He bought 10 planes, and what he did was that he started inviting people from all over the country to come in here to hopefully build up this area so that it become more of a tourist attraction, more people to run his factories and whatnot. But it just wasn't going fast enough. So back in the early 60s, the London Bridge was sinking.
It was falling down.
And it was sinking. So what did London do is that they put it up for auction. Well, this McCulloch dude, he went and he bought that bridge for $2.5 million. And they disassembled it like, I won't say brick by brick. And every brick is numbered. It's amazing. There's over 10,000 in that structure back there. There's over 10,000 different pieces, and they were all numbered. And so it took them about $5 million to reconstruct it. And then and so they dismantled it in London, put it on boats, shipped it over to Long Beach Harbor, and then they had to truck it 300 miles to bring it all here.
From LA to here.
Here, yeah. And set everything up. And then from, what was it, 1968 or something?
1968 to
1971,
1971.
They then built the bridge. Well, now, of course, he really had an attraction, and he was flying people in, and he was growing the city like gangbusters. And so it's said that he had over 2,700 flights, and that he brought close to 137,000 prospective buyers out here. It's just like, wow, that's incredible. Isn't it?
That's one way to build a city, right?
Yeah. And so they actually built the bridge, and then they dug out all of the sand and whatnot under the bridge to create that water to come in from Lake Havasu.
And create a canal, and it's just beautiful through here. There's like a couple of parks and a walk path and a dog park. It's just beautiful in this area.
And then tonight is the Christmas
boat parade.
Parade of lights for boats. And so, yeah, we're gonna take that and see that. So
I'm kind of distracted.
Why?
Check it out. There's Santa Claus and dwarfs and
oh my gosh,
people on boards. You got to check this out.
Yeah. That's pretty cool stuff. Okay. Well, today we're going to do a little electric bike experience. So we're back down here at London Bridge, and we got some rentals for a couple hours. They are a rad power bikes, as you can see here. We've got Laura's is that one. Mine has a little pack on the backpack on it. And yeah, it'll be our first experience. We're gonna go cruise around down around the lake and up some other trails and across London Bridge and
have some fun.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
We'll let you know. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how electric bikes work. Ready?
Okay, let's test it out.
Okay.
Let's go.
A life I once had is sealed in this town of concrete and stone. And I know, though I'm growing old, it can never be untold. The past, it is written in stone. Though I'm growing old, it can never be untold. The past, it is written in stone.
So Tony, what do you think so far?
It's too easy.
I think it's a blast. Still kind of feeling uncomfortable at spots, but we've only gone, what, 100 feet? So it's pretty cool. We can cover so much ground so much faster, but it's kind of shaky passing people and walking.
It's pretty
people.
narrow through
Yeah.
here. Right.
But I like it. This is fun.
That's all about exercise, though. We're supposed to be exercising.
I'm still pedaling.
Yeah, right.
I'm not using a whole lot of muscle, but I'm pedaling. Okay, let's keep going.
A life I once had is sealed in this house of concrete and stone. And I know, though I'm growing old, it can never be untold. The past, it is written in stone. Though I'm growing old, it can never be untold. The past, it is written in stone.
Laura, what did you think of the rad bikes, the rad power bikes?
It's just like riding a bike. It was awesome. You can pedal, and there's gears where you can make it as hard as you want or as easy as you want, and there's pedal assist to kind of push you up that hill. And oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. I still feel like I got some exercise because I was pedaling and I put it in a higher gear, but then at times when there was a hill, then I was able to get up it without a whole lot of strenuous.
Yeah. So they are foldable, but I was surprised because they're pretty heavy.
Yeah.
You know, as far as, I hate to use the word this way, but lugging them around, you know, in your rig might be a little cumbersome. So
I think I read somewhere that they were about 50, 60 pounds each.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So, but
pretty cool.
renting them for a couple of hours to see the sights in an area, that
worked.
worked out for us.
Some of the other sites that we took in while here in Lake Havasu was they have all of these lighthouses, but they're
replicas
of
of original ones from all around the country.
And so we were able to get out and see a lot of them.
We had a quest to find them all, but couldn't find them all because some of them are only accessible by boat. So we saw as many as we could.
And then some of them were in like the state park, and so you know you have to go into the state park to get in to look at some of them.
Yeah.
But they were, you know, pretty darn interesting. Those that were on the California side, which is considered the west side, is on the west coast.
Mm-hmm.
Those that are on the Arizona side, which is the east side of Lake Havasu, are on the eastern coast.
Yep. And then the ones that are on the island are all the ones that are around the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, Great Lakes. So, yep. This has been a really fun area. There is just so much to see and do here. And from pictures that I've seen, this is a real party place in the summertime. But now it's, because of the pandemic, it's pretty slow and pretty great to just walk around, and it's just so peaceful and beautiful.
Wow, we are out at one of the lighthouses was out in the, what'd you call that, peninsula out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd taken Ginger along with us, and she found the water. And we had actually taken her off leash because there was like nobody around. And next thing I know, here's this trail that's going down to the lake. And all of a sudden, it's like, she's gone. She's gone. Where is she? And she's on her own down in the lake, just cooling off and going out for a swim and having a good old time.
She loved it. Check this out. They've got cabanas that you can rent. This is so cool. This is where we rented the bikes. As we go through the gate here by the visitor center, this fountain has nothing to do whatsoever with London.
But what does have to do with London is there's two dragons, and those dragons actually came over from London, England in 1971. And their significance is it's the boundary area for the entrance into this area there in Lake Havasu.
Hey, we're taking a boat ride. A boat ride across the Lake Havasu to the California side. We're gonna go do some gambling. Nah.
But we'll have a nice lunch.
Yeah, we're gonna have a nice lunch. So another little attraction here in Lake Havasu. Here we go.
All of those condos right there are short-term rentals. That looks like a sweet stay to me.
Cuffs on.
Yeah, take this one. Oh, he's doing a circle.
He's doing donuts. Very good.
We're in a big blue chair. Lake Havasu. we really liked our stay at Lake Havasu, and we wanted to stay a little bit longer, so we thought, well, let's give our try to some boondocking sites that are just right outside of town that we learned about. So we thought, okay, let's leave our RV spot and go out to this boondocking site.
And it was called Craigie Wash. And it's right off the main highway coming into Lake Havasu to the north end, right by the airport. You do have to go a mile in, and anything after a mile in, that you then get to go ahead and pick a spot. Pick a spot anywhere.
There's lots out there.
And there was lots. Well, the other thing is that there's a cell phone tower that's right nearby. And I mean, AT&T, Verizon, and even like we were about a mile and a half in, and we had this great spot. We had all kind of coverage. It was really, really awesome. Yep. The weather was great. The sunsets were awesome.
We hiked on the hills around the area.
Yep. And if you have a pet, a dog, you know, you can get out there and let them run free. It was an awesome time.
Be sure to watch our next video where we talk about our adventure through a slot canyon that we found here at Lake Havasu. It was an adventure. Be on the lookout for that.
Yes, it was an adventure. Well, as always, we really hope that you enjoy our videos. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell.
And that gives you notification whenever our new videos come out.
Give us a thumbs up.
And we encourage you to live your freedom.